Ever wondered what you should never do in the UK? Well, cultural sensitivity is key when exploring new territories. It's crucial to understand the do's and don'ts to avoid unintentional faux pas. So, buckle up as we count down the top things you should never do when you find yourself in the UK. Starting with number 1 on our list, never, and I mean never, jump the queue. In the UK, queuing is almost an art form, a show of discipline and respect. It's a quintessential part of British life, as integral as afternoon tea. To bypass this order is seen as not only disrespectful, but downright rude. It's a swift way to raise eyebrows and draw disapproval. It's a faux pas that can easily tarnish your image. So remember, when in the UK, patience is a virtue. Moving on to the second point, always respect personal space. In the UK, the concept of personal space is highly regarded. Unlike in some cultures where closeness might signify warmth and friendliness, in Britain, it's generally viewed as an invasion of privacy. A handshake or a nod is often enough. So whether you're in a queue, on the tube, or simply walking down the street, be mindful of this invisible boundary. It's considered polite to maintain an arm's length distance. So, when you're in the UK, always keep an arm's length distance. Third on our list, never discuss salaries. In the UK, discussing one's earnings is often considered impolite and intrusive. You see, salary is viewed as a private matter, not to be aired in casual conversation. It's not a reflection of one's worth, but rather a confidential detail between an employee and their employer. Some may find it boastful or even invasive. So, when it comes to money matters, the British prefer a touch of discretion. In the UK, it's best to keep money matters to yourself. Fourth on the list, be careful with your use of British slang. Many a foreigner has found themselves in a pickle after misusing our colloquial terms. The charm of British slang lies in its regional specificity and context, making it a minefield for the uninitiated. Take, for instance, the term gutted. While it might sound like a gruesome act from a horror movie, it's actually used to express disappointment. So if you're gutted, you're not in danger, you're just really upset about something, or consider knackered, a term often misinterpreted. If someone says they're knackered, they're not in any physical danger, they're simply expressing extreme tiredness. Misusing these terms can lead to confusion or worse, embarrassment. It's a delicate dance, this language of ours. So, while it's tempting to pepper your conversation with local lingo, it's crucial to understand the meaning and context before taking the plunge. Remember, when in doubt, just stick to the Queen's English. And last but not least, always remember your manners. In the grand tapestry of British culture, politeness holds a place of prime importance. It's an unspoken rule. A silent understanding that permeates every interaction, every exchange. In the United Kingdom, saying please and thank you is not just a matter of good manners, but a reflection of respect and acknowledgement for one another. It's a simple act, but it speaks volumes. It says, I value your time, I appreciate your effort. It's a small gesture that carries the weight of 1,000 words. Whether you're asking for directions, buying a cup of tea, or simply passing someone on the street, remember to say please and thank you. These words are more than mere formalities. They're the threads that weave the fabric of British society together. So there you have it. When in the UK, please and thank you go a long way. And there you have it, the top 5 things you should avoid doing in the UK. We've navigated through some of the most common cultural faux pas, from the importance of respecting the sacred British queue to the need for an understanding of personal space. We've also shed light on the sensitivities around discussing salaries and the potential pitfalls of misusing slang. And let's not forget the cardinal rule of British politeness, the constant usage of please and thank you. These nuances might seem trivial, but they are integral to the fabric of British society. Each one is a thread that weaves together to create a tapestry of culture and tradition that is uniquely British. And when you're a guest in another country, it's crucial to respect this tapestry, to honor the customs and traditions that have been passed down through generations. So as you prepare for your journey to the United Kingdom, keep these tips in mind. They'll help you navigate your way through the charming, sometimes bewildering, but always fascinating world of British etiquette. Remember, when visiting the UK or any foreign country, respect for local customs and traditions is key. Thank you for watching and safe travels.